guys! So welcome to our daily vlog. Kamusta naman kayo mga kapipsters? Ayan, no? Kapipsters ang tawag na. Ang cute, di ba? Pips, sisters, di ba? Pips, partners. So, pipsters, di ba? So far, kamusta naman ang inyong Monday? So, right now, we will be having our market outlook for the rest of the week. So, kamusta naman ang possible na maging bias natin for this week? Kasi as you all know, last Friday supposedly, dapat, merong NFP or non-farm payroll, dapat marirelease na yung job report. However, minove siya. And magkakaroon tayo ng job report this coming Feb 11. Tama ba? Feb 11. So, yun. This Wednesday. So, we are anticipating that magkakaroon ng medyo stabilization sa labor market. So, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito is kumbaga yung mga trabaho sa US, dagdagan ba, nabawasan ba, or so-so lang. So, kasi ito, pag release yung resulta ng NFP, ng job report, possible, syempre, maka-apekto to doon sa magiging decision ng Fed for the interest rate. So, ngayon, kung ang marirelease sa data sa job this coming week is weaker, say for example, mas onte yung mga bagong trabaho ngayong February, then most probably, si Federal Reserve will have a reason to cut the rates later on. So, syempre, lower rates usually good for gold yan. Kasi si gold doesn't earn interest. Number 2 na possible na magpa-bullish kay gold is yung election nung sa Japan. Kasi as you all know, si ano ba pronunciation? Sanay Takaichi ba? Sanay Takaichi. O sa bala na kayo kung ano bang pronunciation ng pangalan niya. So, siya ang nanalo by a landslide. So, kumbaga siya na yung bagong prime minister ng Japan. So, yung market, they're expecting na kapag may mga bagong ganyan na prime minister, lumalaki yung government spending. That is why, mas nag-weaken si Japanese yen. So, kapag ang currency is nag-weaken, yung mga investors often, they go to more safe assets such as gold. So, possible na itong election na to would support gold talaga. Another is yung mga Bangko Sentral. They're still buying gold. So, most specifically, or most especially, si People's Bank of China. So, Bangko ng China, Bangko Sentral ng China, bumili sila ulit ng gold. So, imagine niyo si gold for 15 consecutive months na silang bumibili ng gold. So, 15 months na tuloy-tuloy silang bumibili buwan-buwan ng gold. And this shows us na itong mga big institution na to, they are actually protecting themselves compared to like speculating. Meaning, they wanted to buy gold because gusto nilang mas maging safe with their investments instead of like betting, akit ba, babagsak ba. Kasi when you say speculating, ang ginagawa dito is more like they're trying to make money by guessing or betting sa mga short-term prices or mga short-term price moves. Hindi dahil kailangan nila ng asset or like nag-trade sila for the long-term value. Kasi yung ibang ginagawa nila, syempre tayo ang ginagawa natin sa speculation is that we buy and sell something because we think that the price will probably move soon. So, si Bank of China, hindi yung ganun ginagawa niya. More on long-term yung pagbabay niya. So, if you will come to think of it, possible talaga umakyat pa ng $6,000 per ounce si gold this year. Kung ang mga bangko sentral, nag-accumulate ng mga gold, diba? Another supporting data rin kay gold is yung mga geopolitical tension. So, di ba meron niyang talks between US and Iran? So, tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman yung pag-uusap compared sa, syempre, nagkakaroon ng conflict. So, syempre, less ang fear, no panic selling. So, gold will still be, syempre, supported. So, bottom line, gold is rising because of number 1, investors are expecting for lower US interest rates. Yung mga big countries are still hoarding gold. And yung mga global uncertainties, hindi pa rin talaga nag-disappear. So, gold is still acting as a safety net. Most especially when people are not fully confident about the future. So, ngayon, silipin natin ng ating chart. I'm using my phone kasi naka-charge yung laptop ko. But, later, sikunin ko yung laptop ko. So, as of now, ito yung ating open trade. So, meron tayo dito pinaka-recent trade which we opened last Friday. Kasi ito yung setup natin actually. So, we have running profit of 8,870 sa account na to. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, these are my position trades. And ito lang yung ating swing. Ayan. So, dito sa MT4 natin, yes, meron din tayong entry dyan. Actually. Ayan. na meron tayong running na ayan, $9,955. So, ito yung running profit natin dito. So, explain ko lang sa inyo paano ko naging setup yun. Bakit yun yung naging setup natin, di ba? So, nandito tayo ngayon sa trading view natin sa gold. Andito tayo sa 4-hour time frame. Ayan, 4-hour time frame. Kung mapapansin nyo, nag-drop siya dito. And then, nag-form siya ng V-shape. Na-break niya to. Nagkaroon tayo dyan ng... Bakit ganyan? Ba't siya nag-update? Pagka-break niya dito sa ating 1-hour time frame, nag-bounce siya dito sa support, which is the previous all-time high last October. And then, it created this bullish candlestick here. And then, yan, na-break niya, tinest niya. Ayan, nagkaroon tayo ng break dito. And then, tinest niya ulit itong downward trend line na to. And then, nagtuloy-tuloy na siya umakyat. Ayan, nagtuloy-tuloy na siya umakyat. That is why nagkaroon tayo dito ng entry. So, ang naging entry natin dito is during the time na nagkaroon tayo ng confirmation, this one. Itong confirmation natin, pumasok tayo somewhere here. Yan, dito tayo pumasok. Dahil, inantay muna natin ma-break to. Pag bounce niya, nag-retest dito, and then nag-create siya ng bearish candlestick, and then, tsaka na siya nagtuloy-tuloy umakyat. Pag break niya dito, tsaka tayo pumasok. Ayan. So, right now, ito yung naging entry natin, and we're just waiting na ma-TP hit niya, and umabot siya dito sa previous all-time high natin. Yan. So, itong setup na to is 1:2.18 risk-reward ratio. Yan. So, running naman to, which is ito nga. Yan, running siya. Yan yung naging entry natin dyan. However, we have to look at this one, kasi tingnan nyo, dito sa 1-hour time frame, meron tayo dito moving average 200, which is this one. Yan, papansin nyo. Ito moving average 200, nire-reject niya yung presyo dyan. So, kumbaga, hindi niya mabasag-basag yan. Pag akit niya yan, bumaba din siya. So, ngayon, yung presyo is tinatry niyang basagin itong moving average 200 para magtuloy-tuloy siya ng akyat. So, here, you have to be very careful. Pwede na kayong mag-partial profit dyan. Yan. Kung gusto nyo. Or, i-follow natin itong setup na to. Kasi malapit naman na mag-TP eh. Diba? Yun siya, guys. So, pwede naman na ako mag-partial profit din dito. Sa ating setup na to kasi nasa 10,000. Pwede ko nang kunin yung kalahati dito. And I'm okay for today. Diba? Ganun. Sige, kunin na natin yung half nito. Ganun lang siya. Hindi naman siya kailangan i-close agad. Pwedeng partial profit lang. Kunwari, gusto ko lang kunin yung 0.4. Ayan, 0.4. Done. And then, kuklose natin itong $5,000. Ayan, close na siya. So, nandito na yan sa ating history. So, check na today. Ayan, so meron tayong $5,000 today. So, yun siya, guys. So, $5,000 for today, that's already 290,000, diba? Roughly on 290,000, which is not bad na, diba? Pwede na ako matulog today. That's more than enough for my week, diba? So, this is the skill that I wanted to teach you guys. As long as you apply the risk management, discipline, strategy, I believe kayang-kaya rin ma-achieve yung ganitong financial and time freedom. And if you feel like you're skeptical na parang hindi naman totoo yung sinasabi mo, I understand you guys. Kasi ako, I used to be like you. I used to be skeptical about this kind of industry na parang, pwede bang kumita ng ganung kalaki ng pindot-pindot lang? Pwede siya kung aaralin mo kasi it requires years of experience talaga. So, hindi naman overnight na kumikita na ako agad ng ganon. Nagkaroon muna ako ng mga losses and mga sleepless nights, di ba? So, ayun lang guys. So, for this week, ang bias pa rin natin, of course, is still bullish for gold. As long as meron tayong mga data supporting gold, then it's still bullish. Unless magkakaroon ng mga upcoming news na possible mag-trigger na bumagsak si gold. So, we'll never know. Siyempre, hindi pa rin yan 100%, diba? We're just speculating. Like yung na-mention ko kanina, we're speculating. So, ayun lang guys. Good luck for your trades this week. And I hope marami kayong maging profit. Kung hindi man profit, learnings, diba? Have a great day ahead. And syempre, see you sa LTA campus.